All right, guys and gals, it is time to review the GOCHEER Airbrush. Again, this thing has a lifetime warranty, guys. There's your service, customer service email that comes with it, your instruction manual. It comes with a 1-inch dropper, a wrench, a 0.5 needle, excuse me, a 0.05 needle, a 0.02 needle, and 0.03 needle. It also has an oil-water separator, which is kind of cool. You got a 40cc cup, a 20cc cup, and then you have the standard attached cup, and then you also have your airbrush cleaning set that comes with this kit. This kit is through Amazon. I'm going to put the link down below. I'm going to go through and do the review video on the unboxing here, and then we're also going to spray something out so we can actually see what this thing's like. I'm very curious on how it sprays out. This was sent to me from GOCHEER to do an honest review on it. They sent it to me, said, hey, can you try this out? We're going to shoot some stuff with it, go through everything with it, and just see what you guys think of it as well as I do. I think it is an awesome value. It is, something that's not heard of is having the airbrush with the compressor for 59 bucks. I mean, that's an awesome sale, and you can get it next day from Amazon. Got a nice long cord that's nylon covered. I'm pretty impressed with that. That is a really nice cord. All black in color, really nice connections to it. Got some nice O-rings in there for your seats. Got your power pack in here. You got your 40cc cup. You got your 20cc cup. And we got the airbrush in here. Let's get it out and see what it looks like. A nice dual action airbrush, really smooth. Probably a little bit slick on this end for personal taste, but we'll see how it shoots out. Really good action on the airbrush itself. And man, this thing is clean. I mean, nice clean lines to it. Even my more expensive gallery airbrushes don't have that smooth a finish to them. The cup on the inside is a really nice cup. It doesn't have any ridges in it, so it's not going to gather the paint and hold it in one place in the cup. Should be easy cleaning. Nice lid to it. Let's pull this little air compressor out. Really curious on this little thing here to see how it performs. I've seen the videos on it. I know it's just an on-off, and it has 3 modes that'll go up to 40 psi. So that's kind of cool. And it also comes with a little airbrush holder, if I remember right. Yeah, it has a little clip-on airbrush holder. So let's get all this put away here so we can actually get these out where you can see them. So, as I said, this is a little airbrush holder. It literally just clips on the side of your compressor. Kind of cool. Got your little screw set up there, screwdriver set up, and cleaning tool. Got your rods for cleaning. You got your little dropper. And this is something that usually only comes with more expensive kits, is you have an air-water separator in it, or air-water separator in it. Super impressed with what I see for the products in the box for 59 bucks. I've bought airbrushes that cost up to $400, so this is one of those that I look at, and this has promising look to it. So let's get this all hooked up and get back here and see what it actually sounds like and what it performs like. Be right back, guys. All right, guys, we got it all plugged in and powered up. Couple things that I'll note is this is a constant power. It has an on-off, but as soon as you kick it on, you got power going to you. Compressor's moving all the time. It does have 3 modes, so there's your slow speed. I have it just sitting inside of my air booth here, my spray booth, that is metal, so it is echoing a little bit, and it's a little bit louder than it normally is. You can see that that's not very loud once it's not on the metal. That's on high. Airbrush, you can hear the compressor working. Seems to have great power. Again, only thing I've noted really that I don't like is the fact that they put the air line right in line with your airbrush holder, so it's really susceptible to falling off, as well as you grab it, you can possibly get your hose caught on it. That's the only thing that I've seen that could be an issue as we go forward here. But I'm going to get some paint and a brush in the airbrush here, and get some an old body, and we'll start doing some test shoots to see how it sprays out. So hang on, guys, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, this is what I'm going to throw in the airbrush. This is a little bit thicker. This is not pre-mixed. I usually have to thin this down just a little bit, but I want to see how well this airbrush does with the thicker paint. I'll throw a little bit of black primer in here. One of the best primers on the market. You're able to adjust your needle, but oh man, this spray is nice. So I'll get right into here and show you exactly how it does. Let's get a little bit more product out. Cover's nice. It is a nice even. Like I said, this is some thick primer that I'm throwing down, and it typically even does the same splatter effect with my gallery. When you first start out, I would start out with pressing down and then pulling back. Part of that dual action, got to get used to it. But you can see that the coverage is nice, it lays out nice, and it seems to have enough pressure to support it. Now let's take it all the way down to its lowest setting. You guys can see I've got paint in there still, the primer's in there. It's painting just fine on the lowest setting as well. Guys, this is an entire setup for only $59. You know, not $100 for your air compressor alone. This is everything. And again, one button on, one button off, 3 different power settings, and I'm spraying primer down that typically isn't sprayed out of an airbrush without being thinned down. That was a true test for me on this airbrush to see exactly what it was like. This is a 0.03 needle that's in here. I know we have a 0.05 needle that would accept the primer much more. And you're easily adjustable here at the back by just simply turning, and we're able to adjust how much product we're bringing out, because that backs your needle up out of the needle in the seat there. And I'm really happy with the way this thing's performing. I mean, we're on the lowest setting. There's your high setting. I am super happy with the way it's covering and the way it is dispersing this primer. Like I said, guys, this primer, I use it a lot, and this primer is usually something I have to thin down in my gallery. My gallery airbrush is $159, and I'm telling you, I don't see any difference in the way this thing sprays compared to my gallery. And it came with an air compressor. That is so impressive to me, it's not funny. I'm overly excited with this one. This is an absolute terrific piece and tool for you guys. I mean, look at the way that thing's shot down. I mean, everything's even. I've barely used any product, and you can see it sprays really nice. The other thing I like about the styling res there is it's self-leveling, so it's not going to get something that you're going to have globs of. Now, even with having that compressor running while I'm sitting here talking, you can see it's not overly loud compared to my normal compressor. If I kick out my normal compressor down here, and we'll get this up here to the side, you can hear how loud my normal compressor is. I mean, that thing is a workhorse for me, and I love it, but that's super loud compared to this little one. We'll see how warm it gets. It's not hot at all. It's not hot to the touch while I've been using it here. Again, the only thing I see an issue with is putting your airbrush in here while you've got it running. You can see it's rattling around a little bit in there and also making some noise. So it's not something that I would definitely leave in this airbrush holder that they provided, but it's cool that they provided one because most of your better setups don't have that. I mean, I paid like 12 bucks just for that setup right there that clamps onto my air booth. Again, guys, 59 bucks, and look at how it sprays out. I mean, this thing is just awesome. That styling res shouldn't be spraying as well as it is through this. I wanted to throw a true test at it, and I knew the styling res would be thick and wouldn't spray a really fine mist like your paints do when you thin them down. This stuff is straight out of the bottle, not mixed down, not thinned down, nothing, just straight out of the bottle, and it's spraying absolutely great with this little GOCHEER Airbrush. Guys, super impressed with this dual action airbrush. I thought it'd be a little bit slick to hold, but it's actually really comfortable to hold in your hand. Again, it's laying the styling res down like there's no tomorrow, man. This is just an awesome test for this little airbrush because that that styling res is pretty thick. It's thicker than craft paint when it's just in the bottle and not thinned down. Super quiet. Now I've had it running there for all that time. It's not hot to the touch at all. My hands are definitely warmer than this little compressor. Guys, I have to say 2 thumbs up on this one. This is an absolute must. If you are in the market for an airbrush and looking for something to maybe even do primers with, awesome little setup. It's easy to clean. I'll go through and clean this as well and show you that on camera as well. But this is something that I can see using in the future for my clear or just using it as a primer gun and keeping the more expensive guns for the paints. But I am super impressed with the way that this put down that primer. That primer is nice and smooth. There's no splatter effect to it. And that is some really thick primer when you don't thin it down. And of course, the other thing about styling res is it's already dry. It's not on my thumbs or anything. So, guys, this is something I'm going to put in the links down below. If you have the opportunity to purchase one, by all means, grab it. I'm going to put the link down below to get it off of Amazon. $59.99 next day shipping. This thing is absolutely awesome for the price point that it's at. I cannot believe that it's at this price point. This gun itself, the dual action airbrush, should be at the $59 by itself. To have the nylon hose, the compressor with it, and all have 3 different needle types as well as noses. You got nozzles that come with it that are 0.03, 0.02, 0.05. That's a great setup to have. And I typically only seen that in my gallery or Pache airbrushes where you were expending a lot more money for your airbrush. You get the air compressor with that. So if you're looking to get into airbrushing and start out, this would be something that I would look at, strongly recommend. Great little spraying airbrush for $59.99. I mean, you guys cannot go wrong with this. This was sent to me from Gocheer to give them Gocheer, to give them an actual review, an honest review of it. And I have to say, guys, the only thing I have bad to say about it is the holder, and that's not really a bad thing because they actually give you one. I mean, I had to purchase this one that's on the side over here. I had to purchase this my own, and my gallery doesn't have that. So that was 14 bucks extra right there, and this already has one to it. The only thing I can tell you is do not leave it plugged on. You can see it will try to move around a little bit, but it is in there. It's not going to come out on you. It's right on the hose. So that's the only thing I don't care for on it. Other than that, man, nothing but positive things to say about this little airbrush setup. And I'm telling you, if you have the chance to get one of these, by all means grab one. I am going to purchase one of these and do a giveaway on this because I am 100% impressed with this. Starting out, if you're looking to get into airbrushing, this would be a great setup. and the fact that you don't have to have a big bulky compressor. You know, my compressor is this size, and I had to buy my air separator, and you can see this thing's huge compared to that. And it weighs probably about 5 to 6 pounds, and this little thing is so light it's not even funny. Um, Man, I'm super impressed, and I hope that you guys are as well. We'll get this video uploaded so you guys can see it. I'll also be back in a minute because we're going to clean out this airbrush and do that on video so you guys can see how easy it is to clean. Super easy setup. Plug in, screw the hose in, and screw the hose in on your airbrush here, and it was ready to go. I mean, this thing was plug and play, ready to spray. I'm super impressed with the company. Lifetime warranty. Guys, telling you, if you need an extra airbrush in a small compact area, this is the way that I would definitely go. I mean, I've got a huge build room and I've got a lot of toys and tools in here, but this is one of those things that if you are getting into the hobby and looking for a starter airbrush, man, dual action airbrush, this is the way to go. And this air compressor is super, super quiet for $59.99. I mean, I'm just completely impressed with the spray quality that it shot out. That Badger, the Badger Style & Res primer is so thick that it technically shouldn't have been shooting that through an 03. So I'm really excited to see what it'll do with thin down paints. And my next project, my 58 Buick, I will spray with this airbrush, and we'll do that on camera so you guys can see that I'm using this airbrush. This thing is awesome. Let's break it down and see what we can do with cleaning on it, and get her all shut off here. And I'll be right back, guys. All right, guys and gals, we're back again, trying to get this airbrush cleaned up. You can see I've shown some nice pattern lines with it, small lines with it. Just cleaning out the airbrush right now, getting all that Style & Res out of it, seeing what it does, and getting it flushed, doing the back flush, and getting everything cleaned up on this airbrush. This was really super, super easy clean. I mean, this thing is so smooth on the inside. I have to say it's better than my Gallery, and my Gallery is a $130 airbrush. By far better than my Pache, and I've been using that one for years. Super, super impressed with this. And man, I've got that compressor going, and you guys can hear that on this video, and see how loud that is. That is nowhere near as loud as my normal compressor. So hats off to you guys at Gocheer for getting this thing out here and letting me try this and put this out for the guys and gals to see. And hopefully you guys out there in the community can see the value in this thing at $59. I mean, that's insane. That is absolutely insane for us to have an airbrush with compressor at this money at price point. It's just something you don't see. Airbrush is super easy to take apart, super, super easy to unscrew. I take the needle and throw it through, right through here. You're seated back down. Nothing's blown out. You put your cover back on it so you can adjust it this way. Get it all set up here. That's adjusted out, and again, your needle, backing your needle up or adjusting it down to fine stuff. You hear that noise? That's just two pieces of paper blowing together. But 100% impressed. 2 thumbs up all the way around on this airbrush. The only complaint I had about it was the airbrush holder that is included with your compressor. That's just in a bad spot on the compressor. I truly wish that they would have put it away from the hose. But guys, for $59.99, this thing is awesome. Definitely be using this a lot more. I'm going to go purchase one. Again, I'm going to go purchase one of these and give it away to you guys as one of my giveaways. This is an awesome product review. I have to say, I wish I would have started out with something like this. This is an awesome dual action airbrush with compressor for $59.99. Guys and gals, doesn't get much better than that. God bless you all. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll piece it all together here, and God bless and happy modeling to all of you.